IoT by definition is Internet of Things, which essentially means that you take a dumb device or an appliance which traditionally used to work by itself. You had a switch on, switch off, or a remote button. Right now, what we are doing is we are adding a layer of connectivity onto it. And the connectivity, there are multiple options. There is Bluetooth, there is Wi-Fi. And what we already know is through our mobile phone, 2G, 3G, 4G. So you can add any of those connectivities and then send some data from that device as to what is happening. For example, the water is now heated. If we consider an example of a small water heater, it will then push that data onto the cloud. And then cloud is not really a cloud, but it is a set of servers deployed across, for example, AWS or which is Amazon Web Services, or Azure, Microsoft Azure, or there is GCP by Google. So there are a bunch of cloud providers who essentially collect data from these IoT devices, and there is algorithm or logic placed into those mechanisms, which is nothing but a platform. In that intelligence, it will then push back some commands back to that device to say, hey, now you switch the device off. Or you can also come up with a programming that, taking the same example of smart water heater, switch on the water heater at 9 a.m. every day and switch off at 9:10. Or when I'm coming from office, then switch it on at 6:30 p.m. and switch it off at 6:40. Now, this kind of access or feature were not available earlier. So this is what smart devices are being converted into with the help of IoT. And there are a bunch of examples, and we can dive into some of those for better clarity. But to summarize for the audience, it is nothing but you're adding a level of intelligence to sense something. So there are sensors. Then you're communicating that information over a connectivity layer, and there is an intelligence sitting somewhere on the platform which can direct it to act in a particular way. So that's in a simple way what IoT is.